my breaking into school at night for test answers video. So if you haven't watched part 1, I strongly suggest that you do that so you can get a better understanding of this video. But if not, here's a clip from part 1.
The light in the room turns on. I feel the coldest chill.
It's too funny to not be represented. Eating magic cookies. I thought it was a normal cookie. I really want to hear this one.
Yoyo, I need you to calm down, bro. I'm trying, man, but I can only stay calm for but so long. What if it hits when I get home? What if I get caught? What if someone knocks on the door? What if someone... Yoyo, look at me, okay? Which one? Huh? Bam! Right then and there, that cookie hit me like an 18-wheeler, yo. Just bounced. Hey, I'm still working on moving, but I will try my best to get a video out next Wednesday. This story literally took place a week ago. Yeah, I'm chilling with one of my friends unnamed Marcus. I'm at his house, we're playing Smash, laughing, chopping it up, straight chilling. About an hour passes and Marcus decides he wants to DoorDash some Chick-fil-A. Now, I'm currently on a daily workout/meal plan regimen, so I pass on the fast food, but in order to prevent myself from folding like DeRosa's ACL and eating some of Marcus's food, I ask if he has anything I can eat before the DoorDash gets here, and him being the generous person he is, he tells me that I can have anything in the pantry, which... it's not as generous as it sounds considering this nigga had absolutely nothing in his cabinet. Right as I'm about to call it quits and close the cabinet, I see out of the corner of my eye this fudge chocolate chip cookie. And I figured, well, one cookie is better than a whole Chick-fil-A meal. So I crush that and go back to the couch. Shortly after, he gets his food and heads to the kitchen to pour some water. And I'm thinking nothing of it until he comes back into the living room with no water and a serious look on his face. Giannis, what did you end up eating from that cabinet? The only thing that was in the cabinet? I ate the cookie, bro. Yo, please tell me you did not eat the whole thing. Who only eats some of a cookie? You ate the whole thing. It wasn't even that good, honestly. Where'd you get it? You good?
That face.
Now this is where I got concerned because Marcus is an atheist. He's been one for several years, but without skipping a beat, he clasps his hands together, closes his eyes, and says, Jesus, please help us. Did I just convert this dude with the cookie? He then sits me down and explains that I didn't eat a normal cookie and that I, in fact, ate a whole THC, aka magic cookie. This was a big cookie. A person who regularly partakes in the use of magic would only really be able to handle about this much. I have never partaken in any form of magic in my life, and I ate the whole cookie. In other words, I am about to go to Mars, okay? He tells me that I have about 45 minutes to an hour until the effects of the cookie kick in, and that I'm not gonna gradually feel it. It's actually gonna hit me like a truck, and I needed to brace myself because I really messed this one up. Marcus says to stay calm, though, because if I panic, that'll make it like 10 times worse. So I stop, try to collect myself, I take a deep breath, and begin to panic. I just went from 20 years of complete sobriety to taking multiple doses of the most hardcore form of magic. Why would I not freak out? But before it gets bad, he manages to calm me down. I sit on the couch and wait about 20 minutes. Nothing. And I absolutely hated it. I couldn't handle the stress and anxiety. I needed help. Marcus didn't look like he was going to do much, and I definitely wasn't going to call my mom because she'd kill me, so I go to the only other person who could help me. God. Maybe he could magically replace all the THC in my body with holy water. I don't know, dog. I get on my knees and out loud I say this prayer for like 15 minutes straight. Afterwards, I get up, let 3 minutes pass, and I start praying again. I was so desperate, I basically just double texted the Holy Spirit. Marcus sees this and he says, Yoyo, I need you to calm down, bro. I'm trying, man, but I can only stay calm for but so long. What if it hits when I get home? What if I get caught? What if someone knocks on the door? What if someone... Yoyo, look at me, okay? Which one? Huh? Bam! Right then and there, that cookie hit me like an 18-wheeler, yo. Just bowed. It was so fast, yo. I didn't even see it coming. I was faded. My anxiety goes Kaioken times 5, bro. I start tripping. My mouth is on dry, so I drink both of our glasses of water. I get up to get more, and every part of my body that touched the chair to get up just becomes overwhelmed with pain, bro. It hurt to touch things. Marcus is talking, trying to calm me down, and
Johannes, sit down, bro. Johannes, I need you to chill.
but I could barely understand him because his voice had like this echo. Bro, I wasn't even on Earth anymore. I start hyperventilating. I couldn't take it anymore. I forced my friend to drive me home because for some reason I was convinced that if I was home, I'd be fine. He pulls up to my driveway and I beeline it to the crib. I'm trying to unlock the door, but I don't know which of my 7 hands is real. But I eventually get it open and I dash to my bed and I actually peacefully fall asleep. For what felt like 10 minutes, I wake up in a sweat. I'm breathing heavily. I feel sick. I feel sick. I touch my forehead, blazing hot, and I realize I'm also out of breath. Wait, fever, shortness of breath. No, did I catch the virus? No. I take my clothes off. I get up. It still hurts to touch things. I run to the bathroom. I turn on the light, and I look at myself in the mirror, and what I saw terrified me. Of all the things I could have seen in this mirror, this was the last thing I expected to see. Yo, what is this? I let out a blood-curdling scream because I see that I have pink hair. I forgot I dyed my hair pink, yo. The cookie had completely taken over. I started tripping. I'm trying to wash it out, and then I hear my front door opening. If that's my roommate and he sees me, he's 100% calling my mom. And then she's going to kill me. I freeze. I hear footsteps come right to the bathroom. The door bursts open, and I see Marcus,
That's my first time hearing
never
about this
left the driveway.
cookie.
You get what I'm saying, right? I just slept for 10 minutes, got diagnosed with the virus, had a panic attack, all in the time that it took this dude to leave his car, walk up the stairs, and open my bathroom door. Apparently, it's only been like 50 seconds. My friend left me alone for 50 seconds. And I'm already in the bathroom, shirtless with one sock on, pants halfway down, hair messed up, looking like a straight crackhead. I look at myself and realize this is stupid. I finally calm myself down. I get dressed and decide to just enjoy the mental trip that I was on. We both head to his car, and I remember just laughing for hours, yo. Literally anything was funny, yo. So we chilled for a couple hours, and after that he took me home, and I had the best sleep I have had in a long time. I woke up the next day and proceeded to DoorDash Chick-fil-A. Like 2 sandwiches. I ate a ton of food. So I, in an attempt to not eat fast food, ate a cookie that caused me to have a panic attack that caused me to get hungry at DoorDash Chick-fil-A the next day. Was it fun? Towards the end, yeah. Would I ever do it again?
No.
Absolutely not. While it was a cool experience, just not my thing. And if it's your thing, just make sure you do it responsibly. Slice a nigga like my name Corey Kenshin. I'm in the hood like I'm a fucking engine. I got my own style, own wave. All of you niggas just blending. This ain't no Dragon Ball Z, I'm your father like Piccolo. Run up on me, you get flint over reciprocal. Bullets pop out of the chamber, they can't.
I don't know what was better, the animation or the music.
Slice a nigga like my name Corey Kenshin. I'm in the hood like I'm a fucking engine. I got my own style, own wave. All of you niggas just blending. This ain't no Dragon Ball Z, I'm your father like Piccolo. Run up on me, you get flint over reciprocal. Bullets pop out of the chamber, they kissing your face like they under the mistletoe. You wanna hang with me, I got a slip knot. I got these beats on a loop like a TikTok. I beat the brakes off a nigga, looking like you need a pit stop. There ain't no stopping me, got more money than a game of Monopoly, I'm on my own, no monogamy. I could try to find a girl, but my demons are
Anyways, this animation's called The Lie I Wish I Never Told.
And then he looks at me, almost as he anticipated my next move. I asked your brother if he was playing it, and he said no. And I know that you never go behind my back and then lie about it, because then I'd have to beat you. So I'm
And then they always hit me with, so I'm gonna ask you one more time. Like, I can't.
ask you again. Do you have the Game Boy?
Oh my.
I've made a good bit of stories about my mom, and I've accurately described her as someone who does not mess around. My mom is strict, but she's consistent. Like, she's a constant level of hostile. You know, there's a low ceiling of things you can get away with. She's one of those parents where if you tell her a messed up joke, it turns into a backhand, and a lecture. My dad, on the other hand, is a basic stock cool dad. You know, chill, tells lame jokes, doesn't really care about what you do as long as you don't kill anyone or get them pregnant. He's the chill parent.
Oh.
But if you make him mad, his level of hostile nearly triples that of my mom's. And, you know, he's a grown man. I'll let you connect those dots. However, it's a lot harder to anger him than it is to anger my mom. But if there's one way to almost guarantee a beating with the rage of 1,000 suns, it's lying. And I lied quite a bit as a kid. This took place a long time ago. Honestly, I have no clue how old I was, but this was back in primary school. Now, we didn't have school buses, so after class, all of the kids would go into this theater room and wait for their parents to walk in and pick them up. And while we waited, kids would play with Game Boys to help pass the time. Now, I had just gotten one for my birthday, but my mom made it very clear that she did not want me taking it to school. But, like, the only point of getting a Game Boy in the first place is to play it outside of the house. Like, why would I play with the Game Boy in the same room as my Xbox 360? Like, what do I look like playing Tetris next to a machine that can literally run Black Ops 2? So, needless to say, I had to find a way to get my Game Boy to school. And best believe, I had a plan. Okay, so my mom and dad both have very busy schedules. They take me to school, but my aunt takes me from school. So I come up with a 3-phase plan. So phase 1, while I'm getting ready for school, I'll grab my Game Boy, put it in my book bag, not my pocket, because that's too bulky and noticeable. Rookie mistake. Next, I dash to my dad's car and we drive to school. Boom. Phase 2. When the school day ends, I'll be in the theater room on my Game Boy. I'll occasionally glance up to check on my aunt. And when I see her, I'll shove the game into my bag because you already know how I feel about pockets. Now for the hard part. Phase 3. When my aunt takes me home, I need to run to the living room, take the game out of my bag, and put it on the charger before anyone walks in the house and sees me. Man, this plan is airtight. Full proof. I'm like a blind guy taking on a flashbang. Boom! Invincible. So my mom leaves for work and my dad gets ready to drive me to school, so I quickly stuff my Game Boy into my book bag and get to the car. Fast forward to the end of the school day and bam, I'm in the theater room with my Game Boy. This was such a perfect plan. Foolproof, blind guy, flashbang. Now, while I'm playing, I'm glancing up at the door every once in a while, waiting for my aunt to show up. So I'm playing until I look up and I see my dad. I look up and I see my dad walk into the theater room. This was not part of the plan. Blind guy, live grenade. I get startled and I drop the Game Boy. He looks over at me, but I grab the game with the swiftness and put it in my pocket. So my dad gets me, and as we're walking in the hallway, I'm thinking, I can still get away with this. Maybe he didn't see everything. Maybe the blind guy. Johannes, did you take that Game Boy? That sentence brings instant shivers down my spine. I can feel my dad's hostile aura just fill the room. I can't even look him in the eyes. I let out a sigh of defeat. I open my mouth and say, nah, I didn't take the Game Boy.
That sounded so
right. My plan wasn't over yet. I can still get out of this. All I have to do is rush to the house when we get home and give the game to my brother so he can say he was playing it. My dad says, no, you didn't? Because when I got home for my lunch break, I noticed that the Game Boy wasn't there. And then he looks at me, almost as he anticipated my next move. I asked your brother if he was playing it, and he said no. And I know that you never go behind my back and then lie about it because then I'd have to beat you. So I'm gonna ask you again. Do you have the Game Boy?
Did he really say beat you?
He's got me. He's gonna find the Game Boy in my pocket. What do I say? It's my friend's Game Boy. Mom said I could take it. It was an entanglement. Wait. I got it. I think of a foolproof line that is guaranteed to get me out of this. But before I can even open my mouth to say it, his eyes glance down to my right pocket. He takes his hand off my shoulder and then looks back up at me. But now his eyes...
I have to go do something real quick. Okay.
Staring into my soul. I know that he knows that I know that he saw the Game Boy bulging out of my pocket. What's in your pocket? He says as he's clearly staring at my right front pocket in a final attempt to not get caught. I tried to get smart and reach into my left pocket and hand him the pencil that was in your right pocket, Johannes. I reach into my right pocket, I grab the Game Boy, and he snatches it. Johannes, you lied to me multiple times. I thought I raised you better than this. He starts ranting, and at this point, I should have just shut up. I already got caught, but I decided to open my mouth. I look at him. This is a true story. This is verbatim what I said to my dad that day. Oh, I didn't realize I was in my pocket. I wore these pants yesterday. Really? Yes? Oh, okay. He hands the Game Boy back to me,
serious?
calls my mom, and tells her about the Game Boy that I accidentally left in my pocket. Yo, it worked! What? I let out a sigh of relief. I won. I did it. We walked to the parking lot while my dad's still on the phone with my mom. She says something that I can't understand, to which he replies,
What?
Oh yeah, I'm beating him when we get to the car. He says as he presses the key to lock the door that I just tried to open. Yo, that was evil. He did not have to hand me the game back like that, yo. Yeah,
Oh,
I got beat that day. Don't lie to your parents, kids.
Oh my
Just don't.
goodness.
Unless you have a foolproof plan. Blash bang, blind guy. But
Slice a nigga like my name Corey Kenshin. I'm in the hood like a motherfucking engine. I got my own style, own wave. All of you niggas just blending.
I respect me. I don't need you to love me, I love me. But I want you to know you could know me if you change your mind. If you changed your mind. If you changed your mind. Changed your mind.